Welcome to your online mathematics class, students. So today we are going to study a new topic, and that is area of a triangle. So you can clearly see area of a triangle. But in previous classes we already studied area of a triangle. But what is different? So that is what we are going to discuss today, and that is Heron's formula. Okay, till now we have calculated area of a triangle by half base into height, but now we will study area of a triangle by Heron's formula. Okay, what is this Heron's formula? Why is the need of this? That is what we will discuss in this. Now, need for Heron's formula. So as I told, we have studied that area of a triangle is half base into height. Now let there be a triangle, the length of its sides are known, but the height is not known. That is, we don't know the height. Okay, to find its area by the above listed formula is not applicable. See here, area of a triangle till now we studied by half base into height. If we do not have the height of a triangle, we cannot calculate the area. In fact, we require the height corresponding to a base, but we do not have any clue for the same. So who was Heron? An encyclopedic writer in applied mathematics gave a formula for finding area of a triangle in terms of lengths of its three sides as discussed in the next slide. So obviously a triangle will have three sides, students. Okay, so using that we can calculate area of a triangle even if height is not given to us. See here, even if height is not given to us, then also we can calculate area of a triangle with the help of three sides of a triangle. Now, how to calculate area of a triangle using Heron's formula? We can calculate the area of a triangle if we know the length of all three sides using a formula that has been known for nearly 2000 years. Okay, for 2000 years. It is called Heron's formula after the hero of Alexandria. This is the name of the place, and that is why from that place he was called as hero of Alexandria. Okay, the formula can be written as S is equal to A plus B plus C divided by 2, and this S, okay, this S is called as semi-perimeter. S is equal to semi-perimeter. Now, what are these A, B and C? See here, students, on the right side you can see this triangle A, B and C, right? You can see this triangle clearly. A, you can see this A, B and C. Okay, sides are A, B and C, small letters A, B and C. Okay, small letters A, B and C. Alright, this A, B and C, these are the sides of a triangle A, B, C. Are you following, students? I am repeating again, this is a triangle A, B, C, and the sides of this triangle are small a, small b and small c. Okay, these letters. So see here, capital S. Can you see, students, capital S here? Capital S is equal to A plus B plus C divided by 2. So A, B, C are what? These are the lengths of a triangle. Alright. Okay, length of the sides of a triangle. Okay, A, B and C, and S is equal to semi-perimeter. Now this Heron's formula says that area of a triangle. Okay, area of this triangle. This is area of a triangle by Heron's formula is S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, and whole square root. Are you following? What is this S? Already told, students. A plus B plus C by 2, that is semi-perimeter. How do you calculate semi-perimeter? Sum of the length of the side of a triangle divided by 2. Are you following? So this is what we will be studying in this forthcoming exercise, and this is, we have to keep this in mind. Since proof is not there, so we are not discussing the proof. Proof is not in your syllabus, students. Alright, so that is why you have to remember this formula, area of a triangle by Heron's formula, and this is what we would be using in this exercise. This S, S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, and its whole square root. Alright, are you following, students? The figure is very clear. You can see this triangle A, B, C, right? And A, B and C are what? The sides of a triangle. Length of the sides of a triangle are A, B, C. Alright, and this is your Heron's formula. So moving on to next slide. So what was the need of Heron's formula? Heron's formula can be used to measure the area of a triangle whose sides are given. Okay, it helps you to find the area of a triangle where the height is not given. This includes scalene, isosceles and equilateral triangles. Are you following, students? So that is why till now you have studied to calculate area of a triangle by half base into height. Now you will study this new formula to calculate area of a triangle by Heron's formula. Second, it can be used in our daily life in the following ways. When we buy a piece of land, we can find its area by using Heron's formula. Second, imagine someone gave you a triangular figure. It can be 2D or 3D. Now you can find its area by just applying the Heron's formula. So I hope students you have followed with this presentation what I am trying to explain you. Basically we will study this only, Heron's formula. So what is Heron's formula? By this, okay, this is your Heron's formula. Are you following, students? S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, square root of this, okay, complete square root. Okay, and how do you calculate S? A plus B plus C by 2. And what are A, B, C? See this figure, A, B, C are what? These are the sides of a triangle. A triangle will obviously have, students, 3 sides. It will not have 5 or 6 sides. It will obviously have 3 sides. So that is why sum of the 3 sides, A plus B plus C divided by 2. So this is the formula, Heron's formula, which we will be applying to calculate the area of a triangle. I hope students you have followed, and this is what we will be using to solve the question. So just for an assignment, just try and solve first question. I will do that question, but I am just saying you try and solve by this formula, Heron's formula. Okay, then I will explain you also on how to solve. So all the best, study well and be good students.